Okay, so using the advanced sample project, look at the exercise on page, I think it's page 15 of the notes, final page of the notes, exercise, setting up work sets. So what we're doing here is we're going through the process of how you take a single user file and get it set up with work sets properly, the ones that we discussed. So in the first point there, we're going to enable collaborate, and we're going to collaborate within a network and hit OK. So Revit's going to grind through here and make the central file. Okay, so now step 2, go to the Collaborate tab and click Work Sets. So here we go. Now the work sets that are wanted are building exterior, building interior, structure, and site. So I'm going to take work set 1 and I'm going to rename it building exterior. Then we're going to make new work sets, building interior, structure, and site. So these are all the work sets that you should have. So now, I'm going to hit OK. Now, how do I get all of this stuff in my project onto the right work set quickly? So let's say that you've got a project which you've got through to maybe design development stage in your office. So here's our building. So I'm just going to turn on shading here. How do I quickly get all of this stuff onto the appropriate work set? I mean, there's a ton of stuff that's been drawn. Well, I'm going to show you guys a few tricks. Now, I'm going to deal with all of the site-related stuff right now. Now, right now, everything in my building is on the building exterior work set. My trees, my site, everything. It's all on the building exterior work set. And I want to start moving it to other work sets. I'm going to do the site first. And the first thing I'm going to do is go into my visibility, into my work sets, and turn the site work set off. So I'm going into 3D, going to my visibility, going to the work sets tab, finding the site work set and turning it off. I am hiding it. Now, there are no objects in the site work set yet. How will I know if they are in the site work set? They'll disappear. So now what I can do is grab my topography. That's obviously got to go in the site work set. So I select it, go to my work set parameter here, and put it in the site work set. It's gone. So now I know what's going on. How about my trees? I want to take all my planting and put it on the site work set. How can I isolate all my trees quickly? Anybody? IC. Isolate the category. So now I can select all my trees, move them all to the site category. They're gone. HR, bring everything back. IC is isolate category. HR is restore all things that have been hidden. Now, of course, HR is not going to unhide a hidden work set. So here, because the site work set is turned off, all this stuff looks like it's disappearing. But I'm simply getting it out of the way so I can keep going on the stuff that I need to get onto the correct work set. I got my parking stalls. Now, they were created with the array command. You folks see that? They're all arrayed. And as a result, I can't change their work set. So if you've got objects that have been arrayed, even if you select them all, I'm not sure, no, you can't change their work set. So what are you going to do? Well, unfortunately, you will have to ungroup them. So our parking stalls that are sitting here, I have to select them all, and I have to ungroup them. Once they've been ungrouped, you folks can see up on the screen that their work set parameter becomes available, and I can now move those to the site work set. And away they go. So now we can start focusing on the building itself. Now, our roof category. That will go on our structure work set. The slab is structural, so what I'm going to do, isolate category. I see, there's all of my roofs. I can window select them all and move them to the structure work set. Now that I've done that, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to turn the structure work set off. I'm going to hide it as well. So go to your visibility, find the structure work set, and hide it. So now that my roofs have been moved to the structure work set, they're going to be gone. Now you can see something in there that's pretty clearly an interior thing. It's the straight ceilings. So you folks can see the ceilings in the view. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my work sets. I'm going to take my building interior work set and I'm going to hide it as well. So really the only work set that's not being hidden is our building exterior, because that's, you know, where everything is right now. So in my 3D view, in my visibility, I'm hiding all of the work sets except shared levels and grids and building exterior, because that's where all my geometry was to begin with, in building exterior. So now, zoom in a bit here. Ceilings. I click on one ceiling. I see, isolate category. So every single ceiling in my project, if I select them all, should go into my building interior work set. And now it's gone. So HR brings everything back. Now, these particular kinds of walls, those are interior walls. So I can right click on that wall. So now I can't just isolate the category. That's not going to work, because I've got outside walls as well. But this wall, because it's an interior wall, I can right click on it, select all instances in the project. So every single wall, that's this interior wall, I've grabbed them all. Now I can move them to the building interior work set. So all those walls are going to hide. Sure, I'll show you again with another. So here, those walls that we saw earlier, right click on one of those walls, select all instances in the project. So that means all interior walls. This one here, basic wall, interior 138 partition. Right click on it, select all instances in the project, and I'm moving it to the building interior work set. And now of course they will disappear. Okay, how about the columns? Right click on one of the columns, or just actually click it and type in IC, because all columns in this project need to be put on the structure work set. So now just our columns are visible. Window select them all. Window select all your columns after you've hit IC. Move them to the structure work set. And now they are gone. Okay, now we've got some more walls here. These generic 200 mil walls, I think those are meant to be on the interior work set as well. So I right click, select all instances in the project, all of those walls there. I'm going to put those on the building interior work set. So they will disappear as well. How about the floors? I'll select my floor here. IC, isolate category. So all my floors in the project, I'm going to put them on the structure work set, because those are our structural slabs. So it's window select here, off to the structure work set with those. So we're getting there. We're beginning to gut the building out here. Now there's some stuff that's going to stay on the building exterior work set. Of course, our exterior curtain walls and a lot of other stuff. So things like the lights, these doors. So here I could right click, select all those doors in the project on the inside, and I can move those to the interior work set as well. So you folks can kind of see how this is going to work. So once you're done, get everything onto the right work set. So all you'll be left with will just be the shell. These curtain walls inside here, you're just going to have to select them and move those interior curtain walls to the building interior work set. Same with your furniture. You can see it's been grouped here. You'll need to ungroup it so you can isolate the category. And then that's all your furniture, so you can be able to window select all of that and move it to the building interior work set. Yeah, that's right. Interior walls and furniture, those go on the building interiors work set. Now, I'm not really concerned that you guys get everything onto the right work set. What I want you to do is simply see the process by which you could quickly take a project that was a single user file and get everything onto the right work set fast so that your team can start working on the project. Okay, and then once you're done, save that into your share in folder on the iDrive. Okay, so that's it for the lecture for tonight. So we'll wrap her up here, and then you guys can work on your term project, and I will answer any questions that you have.